Primary learning with practice.
Unit 3.2 Sakshi's Box. Sakshi found a big box. She opened it. There was a fairy and some paints in the box. "Hello, Sakshi. Shall we do some painting?" asked the fairy. She gave Sakshi a paintbrush. First, they painted with violet and indigo colors. Then they painted with blue and green colors. And then they painted with yellow, orange and red colors. Sakshi said, "Look at our rainbows." "Will your parents like our rainbows?" asked the fairy. "Yes," said Sakshi. "My parents will like our rainbow pictures and will say, 'You have made a beautiful painting.'" The fairy smiled and hugged Sakshi. Sakshi said goodbye to the fairy.
Sakshi's box. Sakshi found a big box. She opened it. There was a fairy and some paints in the box. "Hello, Sakshi. Shall we do some painting?" asked the fairy. She gave Sakshi a paintbrush. First, they painted with violet and indigo colors. Then they painted with blue and green colors. And then they painted with yellow, orange and red colors. Sakshi said, "Look at our rainbows." "Will your parents like our rainbows?" asked the fairy. "Yes," said Sakshi. "My parents will like our rainbow pictures and will say, 'You have made a beautiful painting.'" The fairy smiled and hugged Sakshi. Sakshi said goodbye to the fairy. Sakshi's box. We will understand what we can learn from Sakshi's box. And what is this lesson telling us? Sakshi found a big box. Sakshi has found a big box. And what does she do? What any child would do once you find a box, you're always curious to see what's inside. So she opened it. And what was inside the box? There was a fairy and some paints in the box. How curious! She has a fairy, and along with the fairy there are some paints in the box. "Hello, Sakshi. Shall we do some painting?" asked the fairy. Now in the box, what did she find? She found one fairy and some paints. What will you do with paints? We make painting with paints. So the fairy is asking Sakshi, "Shall we do some painting?" What is missing now? She has paints, but she does not have she gave Sakshi a paintbrush. So Sakshi found paints but did not have a paintbrush. So the fairy gives her a paintbrush. And what are the colors they are using? First, they painted with violet and indigo colors. We have learnt these colors in our poem Bridge. So first we have the violet and then she uses indigo color. Then they painted with blue and green colors. After using violet and indigo, now she is using blue and green to paint her picture. And she's still not finished. Now she's using more. And then they painted with yellow, orange and red colors. Now they have also shown us what these colors look like. And what do these colors make together? Sakshi said, look at our rainbows. These colors together make the rainbows. Both of them are painting together. That's why she said, look at our rainbows. The fairy and Sakshi were painting together. So they have a rainbow. Now the fairy is asking, do your parents like our rainbows? Asked the fairy. What is Sakshi saying? Sakshi knows her parents and they know that they always encourage her in everything she does. So she says, yes, said Sakshi. My parents will like our rainbow pictures and will say, you have made a beautiful painting. Whenever your parents see whatever you have drawn and colored, don't they always encourage you and tell you it is a beautiful painting, you have done so well. So Sakshi also knew that her parents were always encouraging her and she knew that they would say that she has made a beautiful painting. The fairy smiled and hugged Sakshi. The fairy was very happy with Sakshi's confidence in her parents and the answer that Sakshi gave that yes, her parents will like it. So the fairy is smiling and she hugs Sakshi and she's also hugging Sakshi because now it is her time to go. So whenever we go, we always say bye, wave bye and hug and then we leave. So Sakshi said goodbye to the fairy. Now this fairy's time to go after their picture painting. Now Sakshi is saying bye to the fairy. In this lesson we have again learnt the colors of the rainbow. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. And how do we remember them? With the first alphabet. B, I, B, G, Y, O, R, which makes Vibgyor. Vibgyor is how we remember the colors of the rainbow. Today we will complete Sakshi's box lesson exercises. Those are the questions at the end of the lesson and the next page. First you have to color the rainbow, which you can color in your textbook itself. The next one, B. Write the names of the colors of the rainbow according to Vibgyor. This is the accepted correct order of writing the rainbow in India. So we always start with violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. And because they are only the names of colors, we will not put them as capital. We will write all of them in their small case. So small v, small I, small b, small g, small y, small o, small z. Now if you have been asked to write this answer in your notebook or in your exam, you will not write the colors directly as violet, indigo, unless you are given blanks like how we have in our textbook. If you have been asked a question, then you will write the colors of the rainbow are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. C. Answer the following. First one. Have you seen a rainbow? So you can answer as yes, I have seen a rainbow. Or you could write something like yes, I have seen a rainbow after it had stopped raining. Or you can write yes, I have seen a rainbow near the waterfall. Or any other combination of these sentences. It is asking you. So whatever your reply is, it cannot be wrong. It only has to be grammatically correct. The next question. Do you like to paint? So you can write yes, I like to paint. Or you can write yes, I like to paint with watercolors. Or you can write, yes, I like to paint but with my crayons. Why are we using here but? Because it is written paint and not color. So you can write, yes, I like to paint but with my crayons. Or you can write, no, I do not like to paint but I like to draw. Or you can write something like, no, I do not like to paint but I like doing craft. Everybody does not like painting and they are asking you. So whatever answer you give cannot be wrong. It only has to be grammatically correct. So your answer should be grammatically correct. It should be a correct sentence. The third one, what is your favorite color? Again you can write, I have written pink is my favorite color. So you have to answer in this format. Or you can write, red is my favorite color. Black is my favorite color. In this way you can answer this C1. Now we'll go on to the D. Frame sentences using the words given below. So we have to do make sentences. First one, big. This they have already given in the textbook. I saw a big blue balloon. This is already given to us. The next one, like. So you can write something like, I like drawing and coloring. Or you can write something like, I like the rainbow very much. I like playing with my toys. Or you could write, I like playing with my brother. I like playing with my sister. I like playing with my friends. I like reading my books. Any answer would be correct. It has to be grammatically correct sentence. Third one, fairy. I saw a fairy in my dreams. Or you can write something like, I like to paint the fairy in my book. Or you can write, I liked the fairy in my storybook very much. Or you can write, I like to color the fairy in my coloring book. Or I saw a fairy in my book. All of these sentences will be correct. So you can use any one of these sentences, or you can use a combination of sentences, or using these sentences as an example, you can make your own sentences and finish your lesson exercise.
Do remember to like, share, subscribe and click the bell icon to stay updated on all of the latest videos. Please let us know in the comment section below what other lessons you would like us to make. We would love to hear from you. Thank you for watching.